Go.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to
Hey.
episode 3. That's what we're gonna call this one. Episode
Number
3.
three.
Chilling with Friends with my bandmates, my two goddamn best friends ever, Josh Walton,
This guy over
Everett
here.
Valdez.
This guy over here. Mike
So,
was
So yeah, what's up, guys? It's fun. We're finally doing this, and I'm super happy about it.
Okay.
We're about to jam. I just
Yes.
got back from Goat Hill practice.
Go Thulu.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Praise him.
you haven't been on the show. We got to tell people a lot of things about you.
Sincerely.
I guess that's true. Eh?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Where do we start?
I mean, we could tell the
We-
whole. I mean,
We could start with how you started.
yeah.
How
First,
did this man
how do-
pick up a bass?
And yeah, why are we here? Like me and you.
Because you're better than me at guitar.
Shut up.
I mean, it's the story. We gotta tell it, man.
This sounds like a fucking cop out. If I'm being honest, like, it's exactly what it sounds like. Well, he was fucking better than me, so I got sad and I was like, yeah, I'll pick up bass.
That's funny.
But I like bass way more. I found out that I was like, oh, this is a man's instrument.
Bass is cool. Like, I'm glad you found it.
I'm a fan.
Because you weren't going to be our guitarist.
My dad's a
Fuck
bassist.
no. That was terrible. God awful.
You weren't as bad as you thought. You just bass came more naturally to you.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everett always putting it nicely.
That's all he knows how to do. Can't help it.
That's true.
You know our shit.
No.
I was like Stevie Ray Vaughan with Down syndrome on guitar.
That's a ridiculous picture in my head.
maybe
I was watching a video.
maybe
of
that's
him
offensive,
and,
but if you would have listened to me play, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I see it. Sure, like,
That's awesome.
yeah, maybe you shouldn't play that.
oh shoot! Yeah, me and my dad been watching some Stevie lately.
Have you?
When I go down and visit him for a while, yeah, he last time he had on Stevie with who was it? It was I think Albert King.
Oh, nice.
So they were having a good jam session and everything on stage, and it's pretty cool to watch musicians jam like that, just unrehearsed.
Yeah.
They just jam with each other and just they talk, they can communicate with each other. Even Stevie even forgot the lyrics to one of them. He just started laughing. They're all just having a good time up there. He started laughing. He's like, "Oh, wrong lyrics." Like,
Yeah.
hey, he does it too. Now I can't feel so bad.
I got to ask the question one time. I was like, if you could pick 2 records of any point, like, what would they be? And vinyls. And so you guys remember Alex Fassbender?
I do.
Yeah. I
So
remember.
he used to collect vinyls, and he had a room full of them. And he had this one that was really awesome. It was back. It might have been when Led Zeppelin was still the New Yardbirds. And
That was their name?
Yeah, before they were Led Zeppelin. So that was their name. And then they got interviewed, and the guy who interviewed them was like, they're so bad they're going to go down like Led Zeppelin. So they changed their name to Led Zeppelin.
That's such a solid name.
Yeah,
That is.
it's genius. But
It is.
it was them jamming in a dive bar, like improvising some blues with Jimi Hendrix.
Wow.
It was fucking awesome. It was one of the coolest vinyls I've ever listened to.
Wow.
That
That would be
sounds-
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had that. I don't know where the fuck he got it.
How do you
but
find that?
He had thousands of dollars worth of vinyls. It's amazing.
Didn't he go to the Navy, Fassbender?
Something in the military.
Something
I don't know
like
if he's
that,
a Marine
yeah.
or what. Haven't
Yeah.
talked to him
Shout out to that
bloody
guy.
ages.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Fassbender. If you,
Funny
if
as
you
shit.
get this somehow.
Here, let me back away
Wait.
from the mic so I can do his legendary scream.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
So we'd
This is back to
when
high school.
when there was unsuspecting bystanders, you would
Anyway.
drive by them or you'd be walking and you just kind of and then people would fucking jump, look, and then you just like turn around and act like it came from behind you, and everyone would just get confused.
It's the funniest thing. And Fassbender was him and Izzy and all you guys, man. It was fucking. I couldn't do it, but it was so funny. Made me laugh every time.
I remember when we were at my house one time and we were walking down the stairs and just out of nowhere, Tang! Just saw a freaking
Oh my God.
a whole thing,
Oh,
a
yeah.
container
Yeah.
of Tang. He's like, I haven't had that in forever.
That was his reaction.
Tang! I'm like, what the?
So pumped about Tang.
Whoa,
It was
what's
cool,
going on? Why are you excited?
Oh,
Why are you shouting, man?
Yeah, it's just Tang. It's just Tang.
It's not just
dude.
Tang. It's what Tang represents.
Freedom.
Free society.
Freedom.
Democracy.
Don't you dare disrespect Tang.
God damn it. Tang's American. I don't even know if that's true.
I don't know.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
The Tang conspiracy.
Yeah, there we go. Look what we've created.
Do you guys believe in any conspiracies, or like, are you on either side of any?
Plenty of them.
I'm a
Since forever.
same. I'm a 9/11. Like, dude, of course that shit was planned. Like, just look at what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Well, so
Totally.
to me, it's arguable whether or not it was planned, but they certainly let it happen.
Okay, yeah, that's where I am too. But they at least, it's not like a new idea. False
It's kinda
flag
like,
operations.
It feels the same
Yeah.
way
it's
as
not new.
Pearl Harbor. Lots
Exactly.
Of, like, event,
False
like,
flag.
Well, with Pearl Harbor, they just let it happen. Like, they knew they were going
True.
to invade, and he was like, the president made the call to let them strike first, so we had a valid reason to go into war.
Yep.
And to stop them. And so, I mean, it's kind of a similar thing, I think.
Had the same effect. Everyone wanted to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, "We're a Team America. Let's go."
Yeah, it gave somebody a common enemy to get behind and to say, "Hey, let's take these guys out."
Yeah, 9/11's a big wormhole, but I believe the JFK thing too. I think
I don't support
that's a
our
big-
troops being so involved everywhere, all over the world. I think they should be at home.
I always
Mhm.
wonder why it's our problem. Like, why are we responsible for it?
Yeah, we're not world police.
Yeah,
But we are.
I know. Yeah, why are we
do
trying to
more
be?
than
Yeah,
NATO
but why
does.
though?
We're
But
way
why-
more involved.
It's
Well,
crazy.
In the Middle East, this is offensive, and I'm sure a lot of people disagree and might get you a lot of flack. But
It's not me. That's you, buddy.
yeah,
Josh Walton.
Yeah, no, this is what I think that we're over there just for oil. In the 1970s, we had some sort of agreement signed with a lot of countries in the Middle East saying that they will only sell the oil they produce from their country and internationally with the U.S. dollar, and so that gives the U.S. dollar a lot of value. And then they stopped trying to do that, and then we go over there. There's some sort of terrorist organization, and which I mean, of course, I mean it's always been a pretty savage country. They're still behind in the rest of the world, even though they don't have to be. I think as far as how civilized they are, but so we'd go over there and fight there. You know, it was their corrupt government or this terrorist organization. So we take out that and we install democracy in this country, and now they're our allies, and they'll keep that agreement.
Yeah,
Which, I mean,
that's our business plan,
might-
pretty much.
like I think it's forced. It shouldn't be that way. I think they like to war, and I think they've always been that way. They've always been pretty hostile, and I think they want to stay that way. You can see it when, like, all the refugees, and I have no problem with refugees, but when you have communities of them just setting up shop and exile and not being a part of the rest of the community that they fled to, then it becomes it's just their community is infringing on this one. And if they don't want to adapt to the rules of Greece or Italy or Spain, like that, if they don't want to adapt to those rules and they still want to keep their Muslim traditions, there's a lot of violence. Like, it turns to it pits them against each other. And which
Definitely.
you've
see that,
seen, like, there's been riots and gang wars in Greece all over the place. And so, like, if refugees come, they need to be integrated and civilized with whoever, is taking them in.
Definitely. I don't know if we're gonna go to war, man. It's like a real, like, if a big war is gonna happen in our lifetime. I hope not. I was watching this thing this morning. It was a shit. I better get shot. But it was this, like, former Air Force guy, and I couldn't believe him for shit. Like, he was just talking, and the way I was just like, dude, I don't believe what you're saying. But he said, like, he was talking about aliens and shit, how he works on all their ships and all this technology that they're hiding from us, which I think definitely could be.
Yeah.
But the shit he was talking about, like, we don't need gas and coal anymore. Like, it would be free energy for everybody. You could just, like, produce water from the air. Like, crazy shit that they're, like, keeping from
A lot of
us.
those are technologies,
I'm
but
sure
they're not being
they're there.
implemented into society.
Yeah,
No, that's
the
like,
problem.
people are like, I forget.
Well, and then the
what
same
he
thing
said.
is, like, as far as, like, military advancements go with technology, anything that you're seeing being released today, the military is almost guaranteed had for 20 or 30 years at least.
That's crazy.
And it's always been that way. Like, that's why UFO sightings they're not UFOs. They're badass military, planes and stuff. Like,
Right.
it's shit that they're not releasing to the public, and I'm sure all sorts of countries have it. Like whatever this technology is. Like,
Shit, man, we have to get
Beam
Devin
me
in
up,
on this
Scotty.
we got another mic stand.
Just you could use a regular one. Like
That's true. I could hold it.
The
I'll make him
innards.
hold it.
Oh yeah, he can. Oh well, no. Shit,
What's
we'd
that?
have to restart again because it's the big one.
Nope.
What's going down?
If Devin joins, we'll see if he walks in here or not. I don't know.
I've got a lap.
But yeah, conspiracies are fun. That's a.
I've cut my
I
lap.
don't think this is a conspiracy, but it's the religion of my other band, the Goat Hill Massacre. Believe in Goathulu. He is cousin of Cthulhu, and he is like Cthulhu with tentacles, but a goat. And I
Named
think
Go Tulu.
yes, and that's who we praise.
That's incredible.
That is pretty incredible. I like that.
Some say he
has a
spawned
character.
from Chernobyl, or that's where his animate, beast that he has roaming the earth, that was his, and it came from Chernobyl. That's how he represents, like, he shows himself to humans.
Interesting.
That's what I think.
So what would
Metal.
you,
But he's real.
what would you guys say?
metal,
Goat Hill
son.
Massacre is like a death metal band? What are you guys?
Pretty technical, I think. There's, for me anyways, because it's vastly different than any genre I've played in any other band, I'd say. And, just a lot heavier. And so I think it's pretty technical. There's a lot of time changes and weird time signatures and stuff like that. And it's really fast paced, so it's always a fucking workout for my forearms. We recorded a Curse of Cthulhu today.
Nice.
And
Go Tulu.
yeah, and speaking of which, we're going to get Everett on to do a fucking guest solo.
I'd be honored, man.
Yeah.
I'd be honored.
We're going to have to get Joe over and Andre, why not, for vocals. We got to get them to collab on a song with us.
That'd be dope.
Get him
Oh,
as
yeah.
he's a
That'd
nasty
always be dope.
rhythm guitar.
Always welcome.
He is good. Like
Mhm.
he was saying that too. Like when he was here for Josh's party, he was saying like they need you for a lead guitarist and we need him as a rhythm guitarist over here. And I was like, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
I totally. I was
Let's
like,
have a merger somehow.
Yeah.
that's what I was telling him. I was like,
We'll just trade Everett and Joe back and forth.
and there's so many good musicians in the local scene where it's just like I want to start a super group, like get all the good musicians in on it. Yeah, but I was talking to when I was at the show at the Moon Room the other night. It was Shia of Raw. I don't know how the fuck you pronounce it.
Shahi Avra. I don't know
Yeah.
either.
It's cool though. They're neat.
Yeah.
They're a cool band.
We played with them, remember?
Yep.
And yeah, they were awesome. There was a few other bands. I can't remember their names. They were all awesome though. And then Demented played but
Dude, Demented
They're
played
good dudes.
third.
They played third.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
good set. But I think there was 5 bands, and so it was pretty.
That's a good
yeah,
spot.
Yeah, it was fun.
I like being the middle children.
One of the bands
Yeah.
had 2 vocalists. That was really dope, and they were both belting it. And I was like, right on.
Nice.
Yeah, that is cool.
But yeah, they were all good. It was funny because Go Hill does this thing. I don't know how long Shia of Raw has done it, but we started doing this thing a few months ago. We just decided to, because when I stepped in, I took over bass, and Andre used to be bass and vocals, but now he's just our vocalist. And so we were like, hey, let's write a new song and let's flip. So put me on, frontman, and you back on bass. And so we did that, and we did play it as our last song, which is surprisingly exactly what they did too. And I had no idea, and I was like, shit, that's awesome.
Nice.
That
That is pretty cool.
I hope we did it first, because I don't want to seem like we plagiarized, or not but fucking right on. It's a great idea. I like doing it, and it was cool. Like their bassist, he was belting it. He had some high fucking screams. I
Nice.
dug it.
Well, bands have done that. They've
Switch, yeah.
they've switched. Was it? Well, no, I was gonna say Eagles, but they all sang.
Right.
And did different songs and stuff like that. But as far as they changed instruments.
Yeah, they're just playing. You can see that a lot in punk bands and thrash bands and stuff like that too, where guitarists and bassists will switch off. I see that plenty of times too. People switch. It's fun.
Shoot, what would be fun is I seen the other day a video of this. She was an older lady, and they picked her out of the crowd. This rockabilly band or whatever, and my dad was showing me, and they picked her out of the crowd, and so who knows how to play piano or whatever, and I do. They're like, really? You know how to play? She's like, yeah. Check this out. She started going, and she just owned it, and then then the dude, the actual piano player, was even like, well, what the hell? Like, I'm not doing nothing. Like, try to cut her off, like, you know. But she just kept going. So he finally just got tired of it. He just stepped in, and both of them were just playing.
That's
Like,
awesome.
that's
She still wouldn't stop.
Yeah, she still wouldn't stop.
It's funny when people
Shredding.
don't get hints
Yeah.
like that.
Take
Yeah.
over the show. Like, watch this, bitches.
Yeah. Stop.
I love a good piano solo. So I mean, if she was better than the other one, I was like, leave her on
Yeah,
there.
she was killing it, dude. I'm like, nice. But it's like piano. That's almost like one of the only. My dad was saying that's one of the only instruments you could really do that. Have two people play at the same time. I was like, I've seen people play the same guitar on with two people.
I've seen
one
like
time.
4 people
Like,
do
yeah, like,
that, like
it's-
weird shit where they're all just like reaching.
yeah.
Like one guy's tapping on it, like and then like the other 2 or 3
Yeah.
are tapping all over the neck.
The most
you know?
recent one I seen was
Doing crazy
that
stuff.
Steve Vai and Orianthi.
I don't know him.
The Orianthi is a girl.
Ah.
She's blonde
Her.
from Australia. right?
Yeah, she's
pretty
from
hot, right?
Australia. Yeah, she's Santana's student. She was actually going to be the guitarist for Michael Jackson on his last tour,
Oh, yeah.
also. But
Oh yeah, then I do know her, and she's wicked.
She's
dude,
yeah,
she's a
She can
badass.
shred.
Shout out to her. We need you as a collab. That'd be awesome.
yeah, we're
We
shooting
love
big
you.
here. We're shooting big.
we'd be honored.
She's
But
she's
yeah,
a
I mean,
beast.
they did that in a video and stuff. So, but it's fun to switch around, and I like playing different instruments and stuff like that too. Like we got to get some horns, dude.
Oh,
We got to get some horns.
Either I need to learn how to play a sax and like buy a baritone one, which would be they're so expensive, but or we need to find some good horn players.
What frustrated me is we had one from my sister, remember? But
Let's not go into that.
Why not controversy? Bum bum bum.
I know.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah. I think. Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to hold on to those horns, but
For shame. For shame.
For Chef's good.
I was having a really interesting conversation with the bassist and I guess frontman for Fubar, which is they're a pretty
Yeah, I've heard of
diverse
them.
band. I like them. I like his bass tone a lot. They're a good band. Like wicked. But I was talking with him. Even 21 Tars was there, a guy from them working the door.
Dude, I remember them too.
Yeah, like there's plenty of people I recognize. They're like they recognize me. Like I don't. They have to tell me what band they're in for me to remember. Like, oh, I know you
But
guys.
they remember you.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I stand out relatively easily enough, especially with that fucking noose around my neck.
Yeah, it's true.
that's a big symbol for you, honestly.
Well, yeah, and then even when I don't
That's
wear
pretty
it,
cool,
people
though.
still recognize it. They're like me as that guy.
Yeah. Where's the noose at?
Yeah.
You know?
like yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Where's it at?
He was telling me he's gotten shit for that though, like from some people.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's certainly it's controversial, but that's kind of why I do. It grabs attention. Publicity is publicity.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Right
why
there.
tabloids are a fucking thing. Yeah.
Like all news is good news kind of thing.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
I'm
that's- I'm
there's
sure
been
that's
stories in the past about like bands will stage beef between each other because it just
That's
gets
true.
people involved.
That's true. Or
You know,
even
pick
comedians do it.
sides, like yeah,
Tom and Bert Kreischer did it. They're
Yeah,
like,
like-
best friends, but they're acting like
yeah.
they got beef.
yeah. And then the people who don't know are pissed. That's the
Yeah.
funny part too. Like, nah, fuck that other guy. And they're like, no, fuck your guy. And they're like best friends. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
Right. Yeah, and bands do that too. Like they talk shit to each other online, and people are like, "Oh fuck!" Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it just grabs attention. Like people
That's
love
it.
World
It's
Star for a
attention.
reason. You want a lighter, dude?
That's
that
okay.
shit's easier.
Is it easier?
Yeah, give me that. Let's show you.
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
let me join you.
Cheers.
I'll be right back.
Quad Eckies. Where'd he go?
Free your bladder of these earthly duties.
He disappeared.
He's a ghost.
This is what it's about. Chilling with friends. What are we doing?
Told you I get better at that camera thing.
We're chilling.
See, now we figured out that this camera, I'm gonna get a better one eventually, but this thing only runs 20 minutes at a time, so gotta work around it. But that's life, right? Gotta work around shit.
Right.
Yeah. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Damn right. Never been on a team like this before. All we do is win. Dude, I love fucking.
Yes.
I love rapping, dude. It's so fun. Can't wait to do more music and shit.
Yeah. Shoot. Wait till we
7
get it.
string.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And
That's-
brand new 7 string.
Yeah.
Here's the newest of the family.
Oh, let me help you out there.
Thank you.
Show it in front of you, Josh. It'd probably be a good angle right there.
Oh, here, let me be a little hand model for you.
There we go.
You definitely got
So
the
the
hands,
family.
for it, dude. You got the hands.
Natural habitat, the 7-string lead guitar. Very high quality and beautiful flamed maple red.
My God.
I figured we'd match today, so I went with the red.
'Tis a maple
He's
neck,
matching
no?
with his guitars.
Quite gorgeous.
Wait till she's purple.
He wants that purple one, man.
I'll let you know maybe tomorrow when they.
What happened there?
I was supposed to get a purple one, but I got a red, and it's okay. Maybe.
She's still pretty.
Maybe.
Maybe. They got, like I said, they got a green one now.
Yeah,
It's just weird that they're like,
Is it like dark green?
yeah.
Because the green I picture is kind of ugly.
Yeah. It has to be a dark green for me.
I bet you
in
like
order to like
Joe's
green.
guitar. His Dean.
I bet I
That's
would.
green.
Is it like dark
Kind of
green?
like same thing with the
I
red.
didn't know that it's dark green. Like it is on the edges,
I bet you.
but it's like
I
a
don't- I just-
it's like a sunburst flamed maple, pretty much.
Mm.
That's what I'd call it.
Oh, the
As,
green?
like where it goes lighter to dark around the edges, and I think it's
Kinda
real
how this
fucking
one is.
pretty.
I just have a weird vision.
I
in
think
my
that's
head.
the slime one.
Slime.
Yeah, that's the model. It's groovy as shit.
Is
Nasty.
Dean, right?
Yep,
Dean.
Dean through and through. He does have the Thunder Horse Explorer though.
I love that. That name is great. Thunder Horse.
Yeah, from Death Clock. That's
Yeah,
one of the
right? That's what
songs.
it's
Yeah,
from.
Thunder Horse. It's awesome. It's a nice guitar. Brendan Smalls is fucking savage on guitar.
Yeah. He's
Thunder
quick.
Horse. I didn't like that show. Remember what was it?
Death Clock.
Death Clock.
Or Metalocalypse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Metalocalypse.
I
I
think
love
I've
that
seen
show.
it a few times.
Remember that one weird show we watched at my house? What?
Super Jail.
That was a weird show.
Oh,
You
man,
know,
there's-
I've caught some episodes of that. Like,
Have
just
you?
So
running
weird.
through? That is very weird. I
Dude,
feel like I
a
have
little
to be
scary.
on some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes like weird ass cartoons freak me out. I'm just like,
Hope
so
I don't
nah,
ever
I'm good.
Scroll across that, you know.
That
like,
is like you are a certain individual.
I even
The
felt that way
creators,
about.
man.
I felt that way about Robot Chicken a little too. Not as much, but
No, I'm with you on that one.
I don't.
That
wanna
was
watch
a
this.
little
Super
weird
Jail's
too.
worse though. Like
Yeah,
totally.
no, way worse.
Totally, they're way out
weird
there.
art. Just
I mean,
weird.
Robot Chicken, they're out there, but they're way the fuck
Yeah.
out
I
there.
did
What is
not
it?
like
Tom
that shit.
Green that runs that, right? What's his?
Yeah,
sh-
I
short
think
little
that
dude,
sounds
the
about
actor?
right.
What is
yeah.
his? Yeah, what is his name?
I think it's Tom Green, but yeah, like he's not nearly as. I don't know if maybe he has a part in Super Jail. He's letting us out as real weird, you know. It's a crazy.
If he's
show.
that weird, I like him, but not if he's that weird. Robot Chicken, he's Chris, which is funny too. Like, okay,
Is he?
yeah,
Oh, geez, I had no idea. I've
Really?
never known
oh yeah,
all
dude.
these seasons.
Yeah, he's Chris from Family Guy.
I just learned something new.
Yeah, same. Cheers.
And remember
To
he was
learning. Get your learning.
To knowledge, because knowledge is power.
he was in the Italian Job too. I love that movie. You guys seen
Really?
that? Yeah,
Get
Wow.
learned,
he's
son.
the hacker dude from
That is a great movie.
the team.
Wow, it's been a long time since I've seen that one.
That's a good one.
I remember that kind of put like Mini Cooper on like the focal point.
Did you play
of-
that game?
Yeah, I did have the game.
I remember that.
I was just addicted to any car game.
You were good at him, that's for sure.
Car games, basketball games, and then turned into Halo.
Yep.
And then I broke
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, and then I broke my Xbox.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Gotta go Blinky. Gotta go to the bodega.
The bungalow.
The bungalow. Yeah.
It was like
Quick,
shit.
get to the bungalow.
it was the original Assassin's Creed where it was just repetitive over and over. So we
Yeah.
just kept doing the same things over and over.
Yep.
Right.
So it was
That's how the first two were, really.
yeah, you're right.
It's just
Yeah.
same mission, just with different name or something. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Same
over
exact
and over.
thing. Yep.
just good fighting mechanics, so it stayed fun.
That was about it.
You know, it was unique.
It
and
was pretty
still
cool to be able to do
new.
that. Like, oh, I can climb a building. Sweet.
Yeah, like whoa.
That was a fun
Shit.
I
game.
thought that was the shit.
Get me drunk enough, and I'll do that now. Like,
Well, what? You're 2 in. We're almost there.
I'm a few
yeah,
drinks in.
almost. I'm lightweight.
Yeah.
Me like 4.
Lightweight, a.k.a. puss.
Uh
Or
oh.
giant gato, as we've discussed before.
I like that. Grande gato.
Mucho grande. So you're starting a third band too. I mean, that's crazy.
I sure am. Yep. Maybe next Sunday will be the first one. That'll be fun.
He's gonna have 3 jams in one day on Sundays.
A lot of jammers, man.
Go
We're
Hill,
in the middle.
River Run, and then fucking whatever this other band will be. Got a few names.
Dude, we need this interface, though. This band will just be thriving just as much as all those other ones. Because if we have an interface, we're going to be recording, I think, a ton.
Live streaming too.
We're gonna be
That's
yeah,
live
that too,
stream jam.
like,
We need a 16 for that
And
one,
then-
though.
Yeah.
Listeners, viewers can just hop in and be like, play
Yeah.
some avant-garde funk
I
jazz
think that would be
bullshit,
really
and we'll
fun
be like,
to really have an
okay.
interactive fan
Right.
base.
Have like people could vote
Yeah,
like what
even-
genre they want us to
yeah.
jam in
It
next.
could be like a show. We could set up like
That's-
lights
yeah,
like that
that's-
intense
yeah,
to where it's like a
exactly.
show.
whatever. If people want
It's
to come and hang
interactive,
out with
it's
us, while we
intimate.
jam,
Yeah.
like,
It's exactly.
That'd be sick to have like a,
Give
a
us
broadcasted
input.
house show. That sounds so sick.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Have guest jammers on, like
Yeah.
good musicians.
That
Like
would
bring
be
them
amazing.
over
Yes.
and just show the like different styles of different bands. Like
I think that can happen in the future, like as we
shed
get
some light
as
on
we get better.
all the fucking. There's so many local bands in Denver. Like it's ridiculous. It's just saturated with good musicians all over the place. You step outside your house and throw a rock, you'll hit a fucking band.
I really
It's
want
kinda how it
musicians on
feels,
this show. I want Joe and Danny for sure.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to Andre. That guy, the Taylor. I can't wait to talk to him. I wish Johnny was there. That'd be a fun interview kind of thing.
Yeah, he's wild.
Yeah, that'd have been a fun one. But just I want to talk to people
Hey,
in
we
bands.
get
You should
Aaron
bring some
on.
people on too. Aaron, who you work with?
Yeah,
Hell yeah, I'm down.
dude, he's got some crazy stories.
Oh, I'd
The
love
guy
to
used
hear that.
party.
I'd love to hear that guy's stories.
Oh yeah, they're nuts. He was so many ones. I remember he was like we talk about it. Like if you guys like, I'll ask you a question. If you have to pick a lineup, like so you're gonna be in a fight, a brawl. You can get a couple people on your team. Who's your pick? Like who do you know is a good fighter? Like like you'd have them back you up. It's like for me, because Aaron's one of them. He's about my size, like maybe 20 pounds more than me. Yeah, like not much, but he's just savage fighter. He's always been a brawler ever since we were like 10, I think is when I met him.
Yeah,
Like,
back in the
I've known
day.
him at least a decade, and he's always been a fighter. The first fight ever he got in was at his little charter school called, it was in Bell Creek, which is in bumfuck Colorado.
Is it Bell Creek?
Henderson,
Is
yeah. And so it was like outside the school. There's like a little 4 foot tall concrete block, with like some poles coming out of it that hold up the sign for the school or whatever. And he was standing on that. Some kid was talking shit to him, and I don't know. They initiated the fight, and Aaron was standing on that. He jumped off of it, teabagged the kid, and fucking like just Superman punched him in the face. And that was the first fight he ever got in. And I was like, "You're a natural. This is what you were born to do."
I like that he teabagged him first move out of the gate, like
Right.
teabag.
He's a great
my
fighter.
nuts in your face before I whoop the shit out of you.
In middle school, he fought a guy, this black kid, that was huge black kid, way bigger than like anyone in middle school should ever be. He was a behemoth, and they had beef for some reason. The kid got in his face, and Aaron is looking up to him, like talking shit. And Aaron just had a textbook in his hand, so he held up the textbook and punched the textbook into his face, like held it up in front of his face and punched it into him. And, I mean, the kid won the fight, but that was a great way to start it.
Good opening move.
Yeah, it was a badass opening move.
You guys ever been in a fight? Well, I've seen your fight, but have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been in a couple actually.
Yeah, I got in a fight. I lost.
Who was it? When? Back in the day. Don't give names,
was-
but
Oh yeah,
When-
I was about to.
I mean first name. I mean, who's gonna know? But not last name. That's for sure.
Twins.
Okay, that's yeah.
Twins. Rhymes with croc.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you-
I fought
you know,
him. I liked his brother. Shanton, we'll call him.
I love doing this. Mystery names. You know who you are.
But yeah, I fought. Yeah, he knows. Like, shout out to him. He won the
he
fight.
won, right? Yeah, he won.
I kind of got peer pressured into the fight and was like, yeah, whatever. I threw the first punch, or we shoved each other, or whatever. And he was pinned me up against the wall, and he started punching me, and I kind of went into shock, I think, as a kid. And I was just like, everything slowed down. And I was like, wow, I don't feel a fucking thing. And he kept hitting me, and I was like, is he weak or what's happening? I don't feel anything. I'm numb. I just like I got into it was one of the first fights ever, and I just went into an existential crisis. I was like, what's happening? Why don't I feel anything?
This is not good.
Yeah, I was like, I'm confused. I don't feel anything. Like,
That would be a trip.
I'm supposed
and I
to
just got like I got sent like I got into a fight and I got sent into really deep thought, and I was just like, like just started floating through the universe. Like, what the fuck's happening?
I've never been in a fight. Is that your only fight?
No, I fought Cocker.
Oh, really?
You know,
I knew him. Yeah, I knew him.
yeah, the younger one.
Oh, yeah.
His older brother was cool, but I fought him in a swimming pool one time. It was me. I'd say Steven's name. You know Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lived in River.
You might know him.
Perez?
Bennett.
No, not Perez. That's been a long time since I thought about him, though.
Well, I knew
Him and his sister.
Steven Bennett. I think you knew him. It was him.
I remember he lived on our walk home.
It was him, and then
Really?
the brothers. And we were all in this swimming pool in our neighborhood. And we were playing this game we made up where it was like you just kind of grapple in the water, where it's like, like not quite covered, like your bit of your torso shown. So you guys grapple, and the goal is just to dunk the other one underwater. And you just guys pretty much keep doing that. And we were going at it, and I kept getting him like. He would try to grab me or something, and I would just take out his leg and just dunk him, or he would grab me from behind and try to pull me under with him, and I would just lean back enough to where just he was underwater, and I'd hold him there for a few seconds, come back up. Yeah, I was just messing with he couldn't get me. So I was just power stance, metal, power stance.
Metal
just,
power stance.
Grab him, just dunk him around, So he started getting mad and he started throwing punches, just bodies, shots. And I was just it was fine for the first couple of times or whatever. And then he kept doing it. And so I just started getting more mean. I wouldn't throw punches, but I'd just hold him underwater for longer, which would make him madder.
That's awesome.
And so he'd start throwing harder punches, and then we just started brawling in the water.
She escalated.
Yeah, and then the older kids got involved and broke us up, and we were just two angry little kids fuck you,
That's awesome.
pissed off at each other.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I've always just been more of a lover, not a fighter. I always try to find a way to avoid it, if I could.
Yeah, I've never been
well, I
in a
just don't
fight
see the
ever.
point in fighting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight
Yeah,
unless you want to fight to the death. Then I guess I have to.
Fair enough.
And in that case, it's a different story. Okay, well, I don't really have a choice. We're fighting to the death, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's why dirty fighter all the way. It's
Dude,
smaller
you can't
guys
win.
are known to be scrappy. That's how.
Well, you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
I got.
There's no way you're gonna,
I'll do. Yeah.
5-foot guy's gonna take out a 7-footer. Come on.
You're gonna make them blind. Do whatever you can to win.
Exactly. Bust your kneecap.
Yeah. I have these boots.
I'm gonna have an advantage somehow.
Do your boots hurt?
Those are some
Intense.
epic boots,
Yeah.
dude.
Get them in the shot. There.
Yeah, sure.
That-
You guys go.
That's a boot.
That's
That's a 10-pounder.
Bottle opener on the front. They're for. They were actually specially engineered by scientists for dental work on Nazis.
awesome.
Nice.
So any Nazis watching this, you guys need some teeth taken out. Maybe they're probably rotten or something. You nasty fuckers. I'll help you out. Bite the curb.
And if you're a Nazi watching my show, thanks for watching the show, but you're kind of an ass. But
Yeah, fuck you.
thanks for watching this long.
Yeah, I guess.
Stupid
see,
Nazi.
we have common ground somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we both like our podcast,
Yeah. So.
but we don't like you, you Nazi scum.
Just character flaws, whatever.
You're just an unevolved person. You're
Yeah.
just backwater, and that's okay.
It's not totally your fault, I guess. Maybe it is.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe you're just stupid, but I don't know. What time we at? Oh,
34
a
minutes.
whopping 34.
But I forget how long. I think I did the track for 45, so I guess we'll just go to 45.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll have 3 camera shots in this one.
Wow, that's schnazzy. Quite schnazzy.
Schnozzy?
In between the cuts, I'm gonna do like the picture. The sandals will be going, and then put the video back up.
Just have it fade out, fade in kind of thing again.
Probably, yeah. I wonder if that's gonna be hard to line up.
Is it getting windy again?
It is. It's been nice these last few days though. Summer is like here almost.
Dude, this morning was
You say
great.
nice.
That's true. You work out in the sun all day, so.
Yeah, the sun's trying to kill me. I would like for it to go dark. That'd be nice. I'd just be like, oh, huh. I'm free. Like,
I'm free. Oh, this is great.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
always.
you had to be in the worst of it.
I'm a roofer of sorts, and it's brutal work. Notice my god awful tan lines. Oh, Friday night at the show, there
I'm
was
uneven if that makes you feel any better. I have a driving arm.
That was a good thing to talk about. Mosh etiquette.
I'm pretty brown.
Mosh etiquette.
Yeah, Friday when I was at the
Oh,
show,
yeah,
we were
yeah.
moshing or whatever, and there's this guy. It's a pretty punk thing to do, I think, but when you go around moshing, like you're going to hit people, and he had his arms up like this. So when he'd shove up, like kind of thing.
That
I
is
was
a punk
taller than
move.
him, so he hit me in the
Yeah,
throat
right.
twice, and so I fucked him up with my elbow. Like I think those were his teeth that scratched me. And so
He deserved it. If
I
he's doing that- if
elbowed
he's
him.
running around
He
doing
fucked
that,
up another guy's lip.
That's a dick move.
Who was there? Like, punk moshing and metal moshing are very different.
Mm-hmm.
Because punk's like, the real punk is way more rowdy, where it's just like break shit, hurt each other, like it's savage. And whereas, metal is a lot more fun. Like it's,
Let's push each other a bit.
yeah, like there's
Yeah.
etiquette. You hit each other hard, but it's like football, you're shouldering people, you're hitting people with your, forearms, like it's body shots, like it's different. You're not, like I got hit in the throat twice. Another guy's lip got fucked up because he was doing that kind of shit. And so,
We've seen somebody be
he got elbowed.
be thrown into the ceiling. Remember that? One of our shows? It was at what? Oh, what's that one off of what Pit Stop?
Pit Stop, yeah, we played there a few times. That place was fun.
Dude got through into the freaking ceiling where he hit the freaking panels and pushed the panel in.
That's great.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, it's a
Tone it
funny
down
story.
a
Like
little bit here.
when I joined Go Hill and I started hanging out with him more, Joe, he was like telling me, he was like, yeah, I've been to like a bunch of your shows. We've talked like 5 different times, and I was like, I had no idea at all. They're like, I've mingled with him, so like we've had so many conversations and shit, and I have no recollection of any of them. And
That's so
honestly,
funny.
that's way more reoccurring than it should be.
That's
Love-
awesome though.
I left high school for a year, or like, I came back, and people were like, "Hey, hey, you haven't seen you since the last time."
I'm the worst with dude. Remember that girl I was talking to?
Oh
So
yeah,
dude, I was talking to this girl, and it just depends on the girl, I guess. But I didn't save her number or like her name, so it was just a number, and I was like, whatever. I didn't know it was going anywhere.
I'm so guilty of that
'Cause
though. Like,
some
I
I-
don't have Everett's number saved.
Really? Some I save and some I
And
don't.
I've
But
known you for 6 fucking years. Like,
I'm always losing my numbers. Like, there's always something stupid going on with my phone. Like this last time, I saved them all to my email, but my email wasn't working. But so that's why I saved them to my email. I'm going to delete my email from this phone and put it back on and resync my contacts because hey, it should have saved to my email, right? But no, I delete my email, redo it, retry to sync it. It saved one name.
well, so I got a
Wow.
new phone or whatever, and I don't save people's numbers. Like I really don't do it. Like I just memorize their, like I see it a bunch, so I kind of, just know they're not like in. When I got a new phone, I didn't have. I think Devin might have been saved in my phone, but his name was in my phone as Alicia, for some weird reason, and so. I just left it as that because my phone wanted to name him that. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And he was like, why the fuck is my name Alicia in your phone? And I was like, I don't know. It just was. So, it's going to stay that way because it fucking irritated him. he didn't like
Oh,
it. So
no,
I
no.
left it as that.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a good name, Alicia.
Yeah, that's great.
Or McLevin, that's a good one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I should do that. And then Aaron, who's a Noriadness.
That's a good one. I like
Yeah.
that.
I have a customer from Sprouts. Sometimes when I was doing that route for a while, we would call each other names, just girl names, and whatever girl name I'd call him, or we'd call him, he would sign my paperwork as that woman.
That's awesome.
And it kind of started from my company going, hey, we need why are you signing your tickets? I'm
I
like,
will return.
Why
fellas.
not? Well,
Okay.
we need your customers to sign it. I'm like, all right. Even though it's nobody there, or what if they don't even use their own name anyways? They're like, we don't care. We just need them to sign it, not you. Like, okay. So me and that guy were just being kind of
Really? Damn.
like, okay, well, all right.
Damn.
Like, hey, Linda, or whatever, Hey there, Susie. How's it going today?
That's awesome.
Hey, you would sign as Susie or whatever. Like, okay. Freaking guy. Shout out to that guy if you know who you are. You'll never watch this, but yeah.
Yeah, I hope we reach that guy. Like that's
Right? Hey,
He's
you you drive a Dodge too.
he's part of my
Woo.
target audience.
Team
Yeah.
Opar.
We want everyone on Team Dodge and everyone who likes metal, country, working out.
Country. We're
What
gonna
else?
start throwing out
Sports.
some country tunes at you guys, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Stay tuned for real for these next few years. Like this isn't a thing that's gonna end. Like you're seeing the beginning of what's gonna
this
happen.
is going to you see these guys freaking 6 feet under.
Yeah, like this, you'll see this a lot. Like we're gonna do a lot of shit because this is what we like to do. It's not no one's forcing us. We just like this.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of music coming your way. So stay tuned for that because it's not just one thing. It's a lot of stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Definitely.
It's who we are, who we're meant to be. I think that everyone has something. We're just doing what we're meant to do. So you do what you're meant to do. We're gonna do what we're meant to do.
That's exactly it. And let's all have a good time and enjoy each other.
Yeah, that's important, man. People, there's too much weird hate going on. I'm tired of it, man. Like, let's
People
just
are
be chill.
polarizing, man. We
Just
should be,
yeah.
Joining together because we're all part of the same thing, just trying to do things in a different way.
Sometimes I really would love a common enemy to see people unite for once.
Totally.
We probably would until we defeated it, and then we go right back to, oh, well, I'm on this team, you're on that team.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but whatever.
Yeah. I guess it's the end of the gang, I guess.
Right? I guess. But, what else? I want to talk about Summer Slim Down a little bit. If we got a few minutes left. If you haven't been watching it, definitely watch it. It's fun. It's
Guy
something.
knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, something I'm doing because it's gonna be it's also part of who I'm meant to be. So stay tuned for that because that's coming too. Can't stop things that are meant to happen. Josh, we're on the last home stretch here, buddy. 2 minutes. So if you got anything you want to say,
2 minutes, huh?
2 minutes. It's been 45 already. Can you believe
Well,
it? Almost 45.
Go Hill Massacre. We're recording our album right now. Slaughter, Rinse, Repeat. That should be coming out relatively soon. We did our photo shoot for it, which was, I think, awesome. It was one of my favorite ones I've done so far. It's a lot of fun.
So yeah, watch out for Go to a Massacre and shout out to Joe. Can't wait to have you guys on.
Hell yeah. I don't know, I think that's all the ones. I have a new band coming forth, but we don't have a name yet, so just stay tuned for that one, I suppose.
From River Run, as always, we appreciate all you guys.
We
Yeah.
have Polyrhythm coming here soon.
Yeah, like we say, hopefully that one today, Pedal to the Floor, and then Polyrhythm, and the
On
next
floor.
shoot for next weekend maybe.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm shooting for that.
A bunch
yeah.
of songs in the works being written. Have a few,
Yep.
Oh,
like
really?
3 different metal
We
ones.
always have. That's the thing. We always have something being written, but we're not. Yeah, we need to record a lot of it because we're just killing children.
You guys will get it. You'll understand when we start live streaming.
Mhm,
Yeah.
you'll understand.
Yeah, I'm so proud of that. This band is ridiculous at improvising, and one day we'll share it with you because it's
Exactly.
worth showing. We pop out full songs without
Maybe we should just sell them because we won't use them. Like, hey,
right. Just here's one.
You guys
Here's
want
one.
this one?
Have a
Okay,
kid.
let us know. Like,
You want to adopt this kid?
Yeah. So they're like our children, and then we play them, and they come forth, and then we just let them die.
Right on.
Very short-lived.
Yeah, they are.
One and
Sometimes
done.
yeah, I hate that. We just have the best jam, and it's we all know it'll never happen like that ever again.
Yep. It's well, there went that one. It felt good.
That's
But
I feel
on the whole,
oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just saying on the whole feel good note, leaving off on a good feel good.
Right? Yeah, definitely. This.
That's all we ever do. Shit.
Yeah, it's
Feel
all
good.
Even our metal.
Yep,
If you learn anything from us, feel good.
definitely.
That's the way to be.
Everyone,
Drank
stay
beer.
tuned. Thanks for watching. People who are gonna come on. It'll be soon. Dago Donuts are awesome. See you.